What's up, Sip Sip? Today is Monday, Madman Mondays. I'm not mad. I'm just a little bothered this weekend because I worked both days, Saturday and Sunday. We did a 12-hour. We did a shutdown, and so what I'm a little, bothered by is that, have you ever had somebody that tried to micromanage you? So we're doing the project, right? We're doing the shutdown where we had to shut down the electrical systems and part of this building to put the new panel in, take out the old MCC motor control center and put a panel in. So we're working on Saturday morning. I'm getting there. It's 6. We got our safety meeting, our safety briefing. We got a dry run through. We got walkie-talkie checks. We do our stretch and flex. It's about 6:45, 7 o'clock, and then the guys go get started. Whoop, whoop. Then some guy walks in and was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm looking at him because I've never seen this guy before. So he proceeds to come in our meeting area and sit his stuff down. And I'm like, okay, and I'm thinking that he's there. He's just trying to put his stuff down because the building was going to be shut down for a couple hours with no elevators and no generator, no lights and stuff while we're doing our thing just for a couple hours. But then he comes and sits down there. And so then, he tells me his name, he tells me. So then we started talking and I'm like, so what did they send you for? And he tells me, oh, well, they wanted a project manager to be on site in case something happens. And I'm like, okay, I don't have no problem with that. But I do have a problem with you sitting in here and watching like you watching over us. So my question to him was, so what are you supposed to do if there's a problem? Well, I'm supposed to text or call the project manager, the senior project manager. I'm like, okay, so what's the difference between me doing it or you doing it? And so this is where it got me. This is where it goes into me being like, really? This is some BS. So the building manager, the building engineer happened to be there that morning. Some guys that the building engineer, if you don't know, is the guy that makes sure everything in the building functions, the cooling, the heating, all of that stuff. Because of my relationship with him, he came. Because of his relationship with me and the electrician, he came just to hang around and see what was going on, make sure everything went correct. So then I talking to the guy that they sent, let's just call him Chuck. So I talked to Chuck and say, hey, if something does go wrong, what are you gonna do? He's like, oh, I'm gonna call the senior project manager. Like, okay. I said, well, do you know that guy right there? So we were standing in the lobby. I said, do you know that young man right there? Pointing to the building engineer. And he's like, no. I said, well, what you're going to do, I don't even know why they sent you, first of all, because it makes no sense. First of all, you don't even know what we're doing. You don't understand what we're doing. And they just called you. They're wasting your time. They ain't wasting my time because I got to be here. But they're wasting your time, because they sent you here, but you don't necessarily have to be here because you serve no purpose. So I said, well, that's the building engineer. And I said, I don't even know why they sent you, because if something goes wrong and I can't get it, or my guys don't know how to get it, or fix it, rectify it, whatever, or if we need some information, I said, I'm going to call that guy right there. And he said, why would you call him? I said, because you're going to call the senior PM. He's going to call his director. His director is going to call the guy over what they call building operations services. Then he's going to call this guy's boss, and then they're going to call that guy. I said, but I'm just going to call directly. I'm going to call him. So, and then he's going to get a call an hour later to tell him what the problem is, and more than likely the problem is going to always be fixed. Yeah, so that's my thing. I don't like to be micromanaged, especially by people that don't know what the hell they talking about or what the hell is going on. Just like situation I went to, people just be doing or saying stuff because that's what they heard, or that's what they think they should say. Like I went to a party with my partner's birthday party was on the 15th, was Friday. So we go to this little spot here in Houston. This little rooftop spot. Nice little vibe. But they killing us with the prices. The drinks are $20. Yeah, drinks are $20. Crown and Coke, $20. Or should I say Apple Crown with a mixer with a splash of Sprite is $20. And they own that, but I'll do that in another video. But anyway, talking and laughing and, you know, just shooting the shit with the boys, some of the guys I ride motorcycles with. So this young lady comes over there and she get to, you know, I met a guy that I already knew from back in the day when did music stuff. And so she came over there, she was out bartending, and she was like, you know, just hinting around that everybody in our group was my age. There were some younger guys that my boy works with, and I'm not saying no names. And then she said, well, yeah, I can probably, you know, and she hinted around like she was looking for a sugar daddy. You know, like somebody to pay her bills, which I don't have no problem with, because I know that some of the guys in the group, they will pay a bill. I've been known to pay a bill or two, so I ain't mad at that. You understand what I'm saying? But don't come in then, but this is what got me. Looking for a sugar daddy that don't want no sugar. That's the part that was like, bing! Yeah, she's young. I don't know if she's immature. She wasn't acting immature, but obviously she's young and don't have no common sense. And somebody done told her wrong. Because you can't go in somewhere expecting to get something and not give nothing in return. So that's almost like going in the grocery store. I want a sugar daddy with no sugar. So basically, I want to receive some benefits, but I don't want to have to give nothing in return. That's just like going in the grocery store and say, oh, I need some tater tots. I need some hamburger meat, and I need some deodorant and some laundry soap. And then just get up and walk out. Oh, I just wanted a grocery store that don't want to be paid. That's how stupid that is. Yeah, that sounds stupid, doesn't it? Well, that sounds just as stupid when you hear a woman say, oh, I'm looking for a sugar daddy that don't want no sugar. Get the hell out of here. That's just as stupid. Man, I don't know who told y'all that, but you mature women, y'all leading these young girls wrong. So, I don't get it, but hey, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm almost at work. It's Monday. I worked till 6 o'clock yesterday. So I didn't go to work. I'm getting there for 12 today. So I took an easy day, relaxed my mind, let my conscience be free. So, hey, it is what it is. Sip, sip, it's Monday.